Thinking of moving to York County, Pennsylvania? Maybe you're crossing the border from Maryland for more affordable homes and lower costs. Well, you're not alone. But before you pack those boxes, there are 10 things you need to know. And number 7, most people have no idea about. I'm Matt, a local real estate agent here in York County, and today I'm breaking down what makes our area so different from what you're probably used to. When I relocated here over a decade ago, I had no idea how different things could be, and I've made it my mission to make that transition smoother for others. So let's get into it. Let's start with the big one, home prices. If you're coming from Maryland, this probably caught your eye already. York County homes can be significantly cheaper. We're talking 20, 30, sometimes even 50% than similar homes in Frederick, Baltimore, and Montgomery County. But here's the catch. Pennsylvania has some of the highest property taxes in the country. We use something called a millage rate. In York County, it's about 6.9 mils. That means on a $200,000 home, you could owe about $1,380 a year just in county taxes. And that's before you add school and local township taxes. Unlike many other states, Pennsylvania's real estate structure is unique. You don't just move into a town, you're moving into a township, borough, or city, and each operates independently. That means different rules, different zoning, and yes, different taxes. 2 homes a mile apart can be in completely different school districts or have very different restrictions on what you can or can't do with your property. This is one of the reasons I always recommend getting really clear on the municipality, not just the zip code when house hunting. Speaking of schools, York County has 17 school districts, and they don't always follow what you might expect. Borough and township lines don't neatly meet up with school boundaries. So if you have kids, it's critical to double check what school district a property falls into. It's one of the top questions I help relocation clients figure out. And yes, it's totally normal for one side of your street to be in a completely different district than the other. Here's where things get even more Pennsylvania specific. Every township or borough sets its own zoning rules. Want to put up a fence, build a detached garage, run a small business from your home? You'll need to check local zoning ordinances, and they vary a lot. Don't assume what's okay in Maryland will be okay here. Seriously, I once had a client who couldn't get a permit for a backyard shed because of a local setback rule. Little things matter, and they change from township to township. Now, let's talk about taxes again. In addition to property taxes, many municipalities in York County charge an earned income tax that's usually around 1%. And that's on top of Pennsylvania's flat 3.07% state income tax. It's very different from Maryland's progressive system. So while homes might be cheaper, your total tax picture can be more complex. And municipal services differ as well. Some areas have local police, some rely on state police, some have public sewer and water, others are on well and septic. Make sure to ask. It might not sound exciting, but these things can make a big difference in your monthly budget and your peace of mind. Good news, outside of property taxes, well, the cost of living in New York is generally lower. Groceries, gas, utilities are all more affordable than many places in Maryland. Even things like car insurance are cheaper. Combine that with more house for your money, and it's easy to see the appeal. Just keep in mind that some areas have higher utility bills due to private septic or propane heating. So always ask for a recent bill when touring a home. York County is close to a lot of major cities, but don't expect to commute a rail. Most folks do drive in this area. Major roads like 83 and Route 30 will connect you to Baltimore, Harrisburg, and Lancaster. For example, commuting from southern York County to Hunt Valley, Maryland could take 35 to 45 minutes during rush hour. To Harrisburg, about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on where you're starting. If you travel often, our nearest airports are Harrisburg International Airport and Baltimore, Washington. York does not have its own airport, so that's something to keep in mind. York has a strong sense of community, from First Fridays downtown to the York Fair, which is the oldest in the country, to local diners that remember your name when you come in. It's got a small town vibe, even though the county is home to over 450,000 people. You'll find a mix of urban, suburban, and rural living, often within 15 minutes of each other. Downtown York gives that walkable city feel with farmers markets, art galleries, and coffee shops. Suburban areas like West Manchester or Springersburg Township offer that classic neighborhood living. And if you're looking for privacy in wide open spaces, areas like Chanceford Township or Windsor Township might be your dream come true. Many districts here offer strong academic programs, and there's a big emphasis on extracurriculars like sports and arts. You'll find support for homeschoolers, charter options, and magnet programs. York is definitely family friendly, and there's no shortage of parks and outdoor spaces to explore. Whether it's a day trip to Rocky Ridge County Park, youth soccer in Redline, or music lessons in Dallastown, there's always something happening. All right, before you make the move, here is your quick checklist. Double check schools, district boundaries. Ask about township zoning before you buy. Budget for property and income taxes. Research public versus private utilities. Map your commute and test it during rush hour. A good agent like me can help guide you through this, because when you're relocating, the last thing you want is surprises. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more local tips, and drop a comment if you have questions about your county. And if you're ready to make a move, I'd love to help you find the right home in the right area with no surprises. See you next time.